Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Tenyan, and today I'm going to be diving into the sands of time to celebrate the 25th anniversary of The Mummy, which came out in 1999, directed by Stephen Sommers and starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. This movie has a devoted following. It is a beloved, timeless classic of its genre by this point, and personally for me, it has a lot of nostalgic sentiment attached to it. I have many great memories sharing the film with friends and family and just having an absolute blast watching it. So, in this video, I wanted to look back at The Mummy and explore some of those elements that gave this film such a timeless charm and made it into such a classic of the action adventure genre, as well as look at some of the elements in the movie that may have not dated too well. The Mummy was produced by Universal Studios and went through a labyrinth of development before it became the movie that we know today. For instance, the horror author and Hellraiser creator Clive Barker was initially attached to write and direct the movie. That fell through, and so George A. Romero, known for his Night of the Living Dead franchise, was chosen for the project. However, he had contract obligations with another studio and had to abandon the project. Personally, for me, I would have been fascinated to see what Clive Barker would have done with The Mummy. I mean, ultimately, I'm glad we did get the version that we did, but I do think Clive Barker would have given us a very unique vision, and I do hope he gets a chance and opportunity to turn that script into a different movie in the future. Eventually, director Stephen Sommers stepped in to transform the narrative into a more traditional remake of that 1932 movie, but turning it into an action adventure film in the style of Indiana Jones with elements of comedy and horror thrown in. For me, the heart of this movie is the on-screen chemistry between Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. They really have a nice, playful banter and rapport that harkens back to those classic Hollywood screwball comedies and makes every single one of their scenes together such a joy to watch. They really are one of my favorite on-screen couples of all time. And we mustn't forget Kevin J. O'Connor's hilariously unforgettable portrayal of Benny. Benny is my favorite character in the movie. I love that character so much. I also just love the way his character is introduced at the beginning of the film with Benny and Rick, Brendan Fraser's character, who are both part of the French Foreign Legion. They're fighting against an army in the desert. In a great action set piece, by the way, the film opens with a bang. But at one point, Benny gets up and leaves his post and starts running away to safety and basically just leaves Brendan Fraser's character for dead. It just is a great way to establish his character and his character motivation because he ends up doing that multiple times throughout the movie, just running away and leaving people for dead. Also, the actor Kevin J. O'Connor was in Clive Barker's film Lord of Illusions, which came out a couple years prior to The Mummy, so you have a fun little Clive Barker connection still there in the movie. Also, you have Arnold Vosloo as Imhotep, the mummy, and he really sells the role. He's physically very intimidating, and I also appreciate how he just plays it straight without much irony. The action in this movie is great as well. All the action set pieces are terrific. They're fun, they're epic, they're sometimes funny. I think my favorite action scene is the gunfight on the boat where the Americans join in on the action. It just has this childlike sense of fun to it where you feel the actors are playing like children do, dressing up as heroes and villains and having a play shootout, and has this endearing quality to it. The special effects have a fake quality to them, but I find them charmingly cheesy, and I do think they work with the overall tone of the movie. I was asking myself whether a film like the 1999 Mummy could be made today, and I honestly don't think that it could. And the reason that I say that is because these Indiana Jones style action adventure films just come with a lot of baggage and issues because they are rooted in colonialist narratives. They have racialized ethnic stereotypes. You find these stereotyped characters in Indiana Jones. You find them in The Mummy too, with the stereotyped Middle Eastern characters. And so it becomes a real problem when you're marketing a movie when its entire genre and narrative is based off and originates age in these racist colonialist narratives. Overall, I think the 1999 Mummy is a wonderful testament to that golden age of adventure filmmaking through its blend of romance, action, and horror. Alright, so that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you are new to the channel, please take the time to like and subscribe, and I will look forward to bringing you more content very soon here.